to take full and absolute control of Game 1. So as much as I would like for this to be the part of the game where we sit here and swap stories and chat shit, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what kind of League of Legends you like, level 1 has been really, really important in the series so far.
But this game is just, there's just not a lot of action that can be happening because realistically the
and Victor's, you know, I'm not...
that headbutt? That was drama.
That was that right there. There you go. Level 1 trading skills, not particularly impressive from both sides, although Shield of Daybreak has a pretty low cooldown. But at least we get an honest 2v2, Odo. At least we get some honest, stay in lane, you know, all in.
Good cancel, lovely cancel. Excellent. But yeah, it's an honest game of League of Legends. No more of that early game shenanigans, no more of that cheese. Just let us scale, let us fight, and just let's meet up in the bot lane and fight.
Yeah, and I gotta say, Paris, we mentioned it before, but 9K plus A at 14 is a disgusting scoreline. 30% of his time around mid lane, 81% of the kills he participated in the entire game. Impressive, impressive stuff. That was a roaming game. He's still on a playmaker this game, so a very similar archetype of champion, but it looks like he's going to be a lot more locked in the 2v2. So we're going to need to keep our eye on him and see if he can replicate that same level of impact. The answer is probably no.
I wouldn't
just
say
because
so.
you're lane locked, but
yeah,
he might still be able to have an MVP level performance just at a later stage in the game.
Yeah, exactly, because a lot of it will come down to him. But bot lane action has been a little bit sleeper, but SK has the push. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the cap for SK, and then really Mickey says goodbye to bot lane.
He decided it's his time to roam. His people need him. Although Poby not too phased. Relech is on the way, as is Paris.
The pincer
here too. If they overcommit, it could cost them dearly, but they kick the fight off nicely. Slowq managed to get out. Relech with first blood. The return kill really not there from SK. They're splitting their cooldowns. Relech getting lower. Flash forward for Skeens. Bit of a fumble there from Relech. Looks like he stopped the animation and went for the ward. We'll have to take a look at the replay. A 1-for-1 overall, but with Slowq the one going down, this is a bit of a rough one for the side of SK.
This will be painful for Relech because Skeens came here with the double long sword. He already got the crab. That's why he was late for this fight, and now he will get the double crab, and he will look to set. He will be set. Oh Jesus! To set up the tempo for this game.
No, I like it. You emphasize the set.
It is a set.
It is set.
But Mickey thinks he is here first, but again, they are late to display. NAVI thinks that they have the tempo to here, and they were here first. But now just this resonating stride follow-up is just a tad bit too much, and they think they can keep fighting, but Pantheon, point and click, spear stab, there's just too much damage going on.
Yep, and it looks like he just got interrupted on the dash out, so good CC, good timing from the side of SK in the end. Relech not even able to use his flash in that play. And the Pantheon getting snowballed is exactly what you want to see for SK again. The setup for Pantheon, the early game power when you get a lead is pretty well known at this point. An early Sundered Sky can allow you to take over a lot of these fights.
Top lane getting feisty.
Yeah, I was going to say, good news for NAVI at least is that Mainter is winning out in a lot of these short trades. The Electrocute doing a lot of work in the...
He has no flash for 5 minutes. I'm going to go do my clear. See you later. All of this. Maybe someone can come and help me here. No. Instantly, on the same bounce back, let's just go and kill him.
I like that. I like that immediate response. It's something we bring up in cast so often. Hey, this is a 5-minute window of opportunity, but you're so right that so few teams are able to capitalize on it. As SK looking for a window of their own. Gravity Field well laid down here. Paris slowly walking his way out. Mickey going to find another Shield of Daybreak to stun him up. Some side steps there. A headbutt back. Paris still alive. Looking to get fancy with it. Will eventually fall. Nice pulverize. They will kill him. But that is some impressive movement from the cow.
That was... I love it when that happens, when you're starting to juke nothing, when you're juking, and at some point you're just juking nothing and they just auto-attack you down.
Yeah, well, and even at a certain point...
Listen, it's hard!
It's ill-advised because you're not going to live, and if you die, you just get back to lane sooner, but he's like, I'm going to waste as much time as humanly possible. I want you to know that I can dance on you. You can't outplay that, it turns out. And I was so excited about Skeens having point and clicks that I didn't respect the Poby point and click enough. This man knows his job. He has not built a single bit of ability power. It is just mana, HP, and Mercury Tread.
Hey, he doesn't need to do damage. We said it. We just want him to move around the map to be a little bit unleashed. And how do you do that? Boots, some Ruby
and he is unleashed, and he's matching the damage. It's nasty. This is the highest Merc Treads value purchase I've ever seen. Mainter, though, now running. He's still just level 5 as the flash is there. Eclipse to try and tank. Public execution completely the wrong way. But Relech, he's just styling on them!
He's just everywhere!
3, 1, and 2. We praised Paris too much. Relet said, no, bro, it's my show.
I really like the fact that he doesn't get the third from that early game mishap. He's still going with Poby. They're just looking to just tag team. This Syndra has gotten ganked 4 times, and 3 of them were when he had no flash. It's just, he's not having a great time. Listen, we praised SlowQ. We said that SlowQ has been doing a great job for SK, and Navi knows it, but they're just really not letting him have any fun.
And look, we heard Mainter, you know, he's played with SlowQ. Maybe he's seen this Syndra before. 15 and 3 on the record for SlowQ here. I thought that this might be, you know, a power pick, but it's been so completely shut down that.
Hey, when you play with your friends at home and there's someone smurfing on the enemy team and you just see here on him champion, is like, gentlemen, everyone need to go over there. Well, hold up. Skins also needs to go over there from the sky.
Still doesn't have the fully completed item, though. He was so far ahead of Relet that has started to shift away. Skins immediately going all in. The one to take down the most fed member of the enemy team. And it looks like they're going to be able to lead him. Paris next to the line. Excellent target call coming for SK as Wonder's now on the chase. Looking to lock up Mainter. Public execution still not available. Neither is the Gnar, but the Wallop is there. SK, good capitalization on that small window of opportunity. The statue goes a bit wide, so there's no kill in the top lane, but SK really, really good to just one-shot that Lee Sin.
What a window they found, honestly. I just really didn't expect that the way he plays it. He ults in here, and now you might think that he's getting caught. He's getting flanked from the top side. He's in the middle of it all, but now he flashes the combo, counter-engages with the Leona setup, and honestly, I would be shocked. If I'm in that game playing and I just see the Pantheon do that to me, fair play to you. You got me. I will take the death. Because they think they have enough time to make this play and then also cross back to the Herald.
There's still a few more seconds on Mini, though. Wallop is there. Now the semi-global comes in. Wonder still looking for an extra second here. Still in the Mega Gnar. Still a bit more tanky to Mini now coming in, but he will finally fall. Good response coming in from Yappa, and Skeens trying to chase out. So far, just the 1-for-1, but Mainter wants to get tricky with it. Dashing onto Yappa, but still gets caught in the animation. Manages to take another one down.
Honestly, great response from the side of SK, because you saw Mickey. Mickey was completely caught off guard, but they still end up getting this first tower. But again, I love the setup from Navi, but the fact that they have the Pantheon ulti, the Varus TP came in instantly, that was what they needed to counteract this great play from the side of Navi, and SK is running away with this game slowly.
Yep, this is the cross map that they are looking for. Keep in mind, conceding minions in the top wave while this is going. Excellent Gnar to start it.
Exactly, and it's just a full-on mosh pit. At this point, when the counteract comes in, if you're Navi, you're not really thinking. Everyone's kind of playing for himself. Everyone's trying to get the max out of this position, and I really like the fact that he went for this and he didn't go out. He felt confident he's gonna get that trade.
That he did. 2,000 gold lead now for SK, sitting relatively comfortable in this game.
And they're in a great position for this round now. They will have the stop push. The tier 1 is gone. Now, Navi, their only chance is to go and cross map on the side of this Gnar, while the Gnar is just perfectly safe. He can TP, he can walk, he can do whatever he wants.
He can. Need to see what Yappa does with his little bit of a gold lead here. Leave, of course, kind of the biggest star that we've seen, not tracking solo queue, that has done the same build, which is Shiv, Muramana on hit with Comet, although we've seen Lethal Tempo beat the Twitch from Diablo. We'll shout out to our production team real quick to provide that info. If you haven't been keeping up with LCK, as I haven't for this season, good to have that update on kind of what the new builds for Varus look like.
There's a lot of cooking. Every time there's Varus involved, you can go to walk and be proactive and do something. And he is trying to do all of these plays, but again, SK, great responses.
Yeah. It feels like very much the exact reverse of what we saw in Game 1 in terms of this mid-game state. Now
they might have lost track of him this time.
They might have lost track this time. TP's now coming in. Public execution not quite going to connect, but they absolutely do not need it to. More than enough burst damage there from the side of Navi. Yappa going to follow up with the ulti. Catch on to Poby is big. Chain CC flawless, but the Merc treads get him out of there just at the nick of time. Tenacity absolutely paying off. The power is there, though. The Pantheon comes down from the sky. SlowQ finding one. Yappa taking another.
Oh man, oh man. When you commit all of this at the beginning and then you just run out of steam, is just so damn hard. SK's response, honestly, a little bit close, but it doesn't matter, because when you use all of those ultimates for that initial pick and you waste so much time for it, you're just getting yourself exposed.
That you are. Another tower falling towards Mainter. Going to grab one here, but it's so good that you call it out, right? It did feel like SK might be a little bit behind the play, but they have the Pantheon semi-global, which allows them to recover what started off as a pretty clean pick for Navi.
And that's just so much CC flying randomly. I'll be honest, there's not a lot of damage coming from that CC, but it just buys just enough time for Skins to arrive here with the Pantheon. Finally, the point and click is there, the damage is there, and he's the one who secures all of these kills.
Yep. Skins able to grab one, Yopa grabs the other. Harris is now caught out of position, forced to use that Unbreakable Will a bit early. Root from Yapa is good to deny the follow-up, as now there's a TP coming in from behind, and it is a very tiny little mini Gnar who wants to buy a bit more space, but as that's happening, Maynard's already been taken out by Skeen. Scatter manages to connect. Wonder's about to go mega! It's an absolute nightmare for Navi! Relech can flash away, but Poby, Tenacity can't save him from death.
And he's just so scrappy, and it feels like they're finally running out of enough damage. The TP comes in from Wonder, the big shield from the TP, and the nimbleness of this mini Gnar is just enough. Usually the Gnar is, oh, he's coming in, we can one-shot him. Entire game, and then suddenly SK chooses to take it slow. I wouldn't mind it. It is the smarter play, because there is no risk for you to take when you're 60 gold up. What's winning the game in 27 minutes? What's winning the game in 55? A win's a win.
Very, very true. We have a Dirk now coming in for Yopa. I wonder if we're going to get a Serpent's Fang. There is a decent amount of shielding.
A Death Brush over here happening.
Oh, slow Q, dash forward. With the newly complete protocol has been marked up. Relapse not quite able to get the angle as the flash from slow Q is clean. The re-engage even better. Gravity field down, but Navi already on the way out. Para sacrifice, but Wonder's not done yet. Stacking up the rage, and SK gonna set their sights on that Baron.
And that's what I like from SK, because when I was thinking of SK, I was thinking that they will slow the game down. I was talking about how this wasn't gonna be the Baron that ends the game, but they pull a rabbit out of the hat, find this dead zone on mid lane, attacks Navi when they're trying to posture up for this Baron. Great play all around from SK.
Attacking them in the setup. You know, that's what we want to see. That's what these are things that we like to see.
And again, Skins from the side, Wonder came from the right, and Navi feels like they have to take this. They need to go in there. Great flash from slow Q to counteract the Lee Sin flash combo. And at this point, Taros, you're just stuck there, buddy. Your mages don't do anything.
Skins listen.
What do you mean, bro? I would never do that. Yeah, he did flash.
Bro, what? This is a serious game, bro. You're down 0-1 and you're roasting your jungler.
Aura.
Oh, I mean, respectable. I got a lot of love for Yopa, bro. He's been popping off. A lot of funny moments.
I love him. Every time he just roasts the Unk, and then he drops bars like this.
I think compared to him, isn't everyone on this team kind of an Unk? I actually don't know how old Slowkey is. Mostly Unks. This is an Unk lineup.
Skins has been here. When was the first time we saw Skins in the LEC? It was 2018, I would say.
Yeah, it was quite a long time ago, 2018. He was part of...
Certified Unk.
Certified Unk. And I think that he's a guy who we always wanted to see, you know, get another chance because he was part of one of many cursed Vitality lineups, I think it is safe.
Don't get me started on those.
Yeah, we'll let it go. We're not talking about Vitality right now. We'll talk about them later. But not today.
Send the Cow in.
Morph is in. Cow is into the backline. Relux looking for a good angle. The Barzal is connecting onto everybody. Maynard's finally in the backside, but the Gnar is an excellent response. The carries remain untouched. It's a double kill for Slow Q. And this looks like the final nail in the coffin for game one. Samdi locked up. That cleanse gives him an extra lease on life, but he's still going to drop in the end. He's siphoning a bit of power. He's praying he'll finally live. But the fountain is the last safe place remaining.
Navi. That was the best fight they could find, and it was still not enough. SK firm control ever since that botched play in the bot lane. I really liked everything that they did. They were so proactive. They were so good, and they're taking the fight to Navi. After that atrocious game one, I just end the game. I want to see more. Give me that game 3. Give me that game 3, because I don't know who's going to win anymore. I don't know who's going to win anymore. They had such a great comeback this game.
We've had a one-sided game 1, a one-sided game 2, game 3, hoping for a banger, hoping it's close. SK bounced back. Some really impressive stuff in that one. Of course, Finn now on stage with Yopa to talk a little bit about what we saw there.
Yeah, what did we see there, Joppa? What was the difference between game 1? Because that looked a lot better.
Yeah, I think the first game draft was horrible, and my coach should get permabanned for it, so this draft was much better.
Okay, so you said your coach had to be permabanned. The moment the enemy Lee Sin tried to kick flash, you just said that was Skins Lee Sin. Why did you say that?
I mean, Skins thinks he can play Lee Sin, but he's like 27, so he's washed.
I'm also 27, so that's okay. Whatever. We're gonna move back to the couch. Best of luck in your next game, Joppa. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's talk about that game.
Talk about Yopa, please. Like, this guy has 0